It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. I know this is impromptu. This is a bit impromptu and so forth. So you know what? I've got a little free hour here before we pop off on the Sunday hangout. I said, yo man, let's just do a quick Q&A, man. A quick Q&A. So hummus, pizza, brown bread. Brown bread is very key. So guys, before we do, this is very important. And I please, very important. I need everyone to tell me what meals you're having. So, right now, tell me. I mean, so basically, I have hummus, but what is that? I spray a bit of Filippo Berrio oil in the hummus, and that gives it that extra taste, man. So I think this is like Middle Eastern, man. So this stuff is bon appetit. Truly amazing, man. So good, so good. So ask a question, man. You know. So you know what? This is so good, man. COVID was stolen by a third party. The whistleblower got 4 years because it wasn't on purpose. No, they just made a Chinese billionaire disappear. Was COVID by a third party? So you're saying to me that China didn't cause COVID, that someone planted the COVID for China? Is that what you're saying? So if you're saying that, do you have proof? Very simple. Do you have proof of that? So you can't just say, oh, wow. Do you have proof? Yeah. So if you don't have proof, I don't want to say. There is no season 3 of The Boys. There are only 2 seasons, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, I believe there are only 2 seasons of The Boys. You know, there are only 2 seasons of The Boys, man. I don't think there are any other seasons apart from that, man. So, I both good, but I prefer season 1, season 2. So that's what I think, man. So they have dressing sauce, but what Doritos are you having? So we have spaghetti, we have Doritos and sauce, Logan salad. Oh, okay, interesting, man. What other meals, guys? Give me your meals and starts. What meals does everyone have now? What meals does everyone having? Thoughts on Affleck's unmade Game Time by my movie. My thing is, I don't want to see Ben Affleck as Batman, and I love the game. It's a superb film by Affleck, but by David Fincher. Sorry, Michael Douglas, but I do not want to see Ben Affleck as Homeboy. Why? That is completely irrelevant. I don't want to see him as that dude. I do not want to see him as that dude because I think he's a pretty good director. He's an okay actor, but that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. So my main thing is either Aronofsky or Fincher. That's what I want. I want either Aronofsky or David Fincher. Those are the guys that want mainly to give me that wasabi. Those 2 guys, man. First Batman movie. That's a tough one because I've not really liked any of those. But if I had to choose, it has to be Homecoming. Spider-Man 1 trash. Spider-Man 2 cheesy trash. Spider-Man 3 abomination. Amazing Spider-Man, right side there, good actor, but the CG was crap and it wasn't too good. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was horrendous. Homecoming quality, but he was Iron Man's bitch, and Far From Home, was okay. So the best we've seen from Spider-Man is Civil War. Then, like that is Spider-Man. Like the best characterization of Spider-Man on film was Civil War. He was amazing. You know, well, when we seen that on film. Um, Paul, thanks for the dub. Thanks for the dub. Thank you for supporting your boy. Thanks for supporting your boy. Thank you, man. You know, one day I'm gonna do a film where I talk in detail about Matrix 4. No, about the Matrix. My love for the Matrix. I might cry when I see the teaser. I might cry. When you see that green code come down, and I might cry if when you see Neo. I don't have high hopes for the film. As you said rightly, it's one Wachowski. It's one Wachowski. Bill Pope isn't director of photography. When Patterson isn't around doing his thing, and I've not heard whether Don Davis is doing the music. That crew they had was key and critical. I don't have high hopes at all. Not at all. Because I just watched Cloud Atlas a few days ago, and that was done by both of the Wachowskis. And I just feel that their sensibilities have changed. Maybe this is due to them obviously like having a sex change and so forth. But the guys who directed basically the guys who directed the first Matrix and the second Matrix are not the same guys who did Revolutions, Cloud Atlas, and all that stuff, and what's it called, Jupiter Ascending. So yeah, man, I have low hopes, man, because again, like what's made Matrix was their combination. It's both of them, and it's so fun. Like even when you look at it, because trust me, I own all the DVDs. I've seen all of the behind the scenes stuff. I've seen everything. So even when you watch the behind the scenes, like and you hear Lucas, Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves, Karen Moss, or Hugo Weaving talk about them, they say, "No, look, guys, these guys really work like it's like one brain split into two." So the way they walk off of each other it's similar to like the Coens or or the Farrelly brothers, where I think when you have like a double team like that, it really helps to give you that quality, because what you have is people, you could be like, oh shit, what do you think about this? And then you have like that second voice that says, okay, no, that's all right. So that kind of second voice to say what's up is always very key, and you don't have that. So I just don't think I think it'll be all right. It'll have a few good things, but it's not going to be. I don't think it'll be that great. And also, like, what's the story going to be? Like, when you watch Revolutions, the story ended. Like, I don't know where you can go from the fucking story. So, um, favorite comedy film? Oh, you can't do that to me, man. You cannot do that to me. But I do have one. But I'll name a few. Black Dynamite, Undercover Brother, Cable Guy, Brewster's Millions, Golden Child. Ooh, Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, freaking amazing. Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, Trading Places. Big, you can, because I say Big Lebowski film, but Big Lebowski is a comedy. Big Lebowski. Again, this is more of a film, but it's still funny. Office Space. But if I had to say my favorite, is easily Cable Guy. Cable Guy is insane. Cable Guy is absolutely fucking insane. It is just one of the, and I think we have to watch it. I think actually, yeah, because we need to do a watch along. We need to do a watch along of Cable Guy. But no, Cable Guy is insane, man. Cable Guy is freaking insane. So yeah, it's that dude, man. That's how I'm rolling with it, man. So Cable Guy is my top, because like Jim Carrey's performance in that is outstanding. Like, it's such a good, dark, weird, creepy story. And for me, I like comedies that are a bit off center. I hate cheesy comedies, like cheesy, really obvious comedies where you just have very stupid things. I don't like that. But I like comedies that are a bit creepy and like really weird. And the film is super weird, which is why I like it. So Cable Guy for me, man. All right, what else are you guys saying, man? I forgot about that Ace Ventura. Both of them, Ace Ventura and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, because I watched Ace Ventura When Nature Calls first, then I went back to the first Ace Ventura, but both of those, man, whoo, out of insane, man. How do you deal with misinformation and conspiracy theories in the age of COVID? Oh, um, it's crazy because what's it called? I put out a video about how it's going to be difficult to maintain a lockdown because look, what's it called? Already must have done like Clapham because I used to do filming in Clapham Common, so I know that area pretty well. Yeah, Clapham Common. Yeah, I used to do that, so I actually know that's park well. So you have these guys protesting because they're like, oh my gosh, this lockdown is fake. And even when I did the video, you had people in the comments saying that's like, bro, man, you're just controlled by the mainstream media, man. You're just like, you're just following the mainstream media, man. You don't really know what is happening. It's all government. It's not real, man. Like the numbers are exaggerated. The numbers are not real. And I'm like, okay, cool. First of all, I don't actually watch mainstream media. I actually take my information via Twitter and actually do my research. Um, but my thing is, you have to have proof. You have to have proof. You know, if you don't have proof that this is a conspiracy or this is real, you can't just be spouting this nonsense. It's the same thing that happened with Trump. Trump says, "Oh my gosh, the voting is rigged. The voting is rigged." Do you have proof? Physical hard evidence proof that cannot be refuted that there was voter fraud. So it's it's an impossible question because even the scientists don't know. Because the scientists say, oh, social distance, stay away. But there are guys who've been social distancing in lockdown who have still gotten the disease. So the crazy thing is that the scientists don't even know about this freaking disease. They're learning about this disease every single day. It's like, okay, social distance, oh no, stay away, oh no, you get it because why when people are talking. So no one freaking knows. No one freaking knows. The people say, oh, take vitamin D and all this shit. That's why I've been taking this thing. Because my brother said, oh, yo, take vitamin D. It's all fucked, man. So you just have to. I don't even know what the right answer is. But what I would say is locking down and trying to stay away does make sense. As crazy as it seems, and as much as frustrating as it is, it's a virus. Which means that if you interact with people and so forth, the virus will spread. So the less interaction or the less proximity you have with people, the more likelihood that you can say what's up and try and save some people, man. Yeah, this is perfect, man. So people who say that COVID is a hoax, I know you flunked biology in school. I know you were sleeping during science class. So how are you an expert on COVID and a disease when I know that you are trash at biology and chemistry? So these science, they don't know what they're saying. They aced chemistry and biology. So I think they know more about how a virus works than you, Mr. Regular Dude, who most likely flunked and failed biology, chemistry, and so forth. So that whole thing for me, it's stupid, man. Um, Thanks for the dope, Silver Springs. Thanks for the dope. Thanks for the dope. Thanks for the dope. Thanks for the dope. Are you in support of? Oh my God, guys! So guys, remember every Wednesday we're gonna have open hangout. This one might be a bit late because we are doing the how great were you really, me and your boy Danny T. But this is going to be one of our topics for our open hangout, which we basically do it for like 3, 4, 5 hours all the way deep into the night. And this is one that we're going to try and talk about. I think we're going to talk about censorship. Here's the thing, Silver Spring. Great question, because I was having this debate with on Discord, because I'm on J Electronica's Discord, the rapper, and I was having this back and forth. And me and this guy got into an argument on it. Because I said to this guy that censorship, okay, for me, I'm against censorship, but, this guy said he's against all censorship. That's nope, I'm against all censorship. I said, okay, that's cool. So I then created a scenario. So if you had a Hitler type who had millions of Twitter followers, millions of Facebook followers, and he was saying on Twitter that, yo, I want you to fucking kill all those blacks. All those blacks, I want you to fuck these guys up. I want you to kill all these black monkeys, beat these black bastards. And he was saying this on Twitter. Should he be censored? And the guy said, well, don't put words into the mouth. I never said that. Bro, it's a logical deduction. Either you're against all censorship or you're not. So he says that he's against all censorship, but he never said anything about Hitler. So no, no, no. If you're against all censorship, that means a Hitler type shouldn't be censored. So my thing is this. Censorship is bad. Because I want to know a racist. I want to know a racist. I want to know a psycho. I want to know everything, because the more honest and open we are in society, the better. If you think I'm a nigger, tell me I'm a nigger, then I know how to deal with you. The worst thing is you smile in my face and you call me like a nigger behind my back. That sucks. And that has happened to me before. A guy who I thought was my friend was saying racist stuff to me behind my back in school. So my thing is, this isn't even about that. Silver Spring. This is about business and brand, because Ray, who's on our Stay Black show, Ray said that Twitter, Facebook, they are private companies that have guidelines. They're not at the best of the government. So if you don't comply with their guidelines, they can ban your ass. They can ban you, which is what they did. You violate our guidelines, you're out of here. Most of that, Silver Spring, branding. IMDb boards. Because IMDb is like a movie website. I was literally on IMDb boards every single day. I would spend hours on IMDb boards arguing with people. But it was very toxic. I loved the toxicity because guys were going very violent, especially for films. But the IMDb boards got synonymous with toxic fans and toxic dialogue. So IMDb shut down their boards because IMDb was like, no, the name brand IMDb is being banned by this toxic fan base. So for Twitter and Facebook, forget about morals or ethics. It's a business thing. We will be under way too much pressure and we will look bad if we are supporting a guy who is encouraging people to be violent. Because the thing is, we don't live in a perfect world. In a perfect world, there shouldn't be any censorship because we now trust that individuals and adults can be able to listen to everything and make a deduction. You saw those you saw those dumbos in there. I'll keep it real, man. We're dealing with inbreds. Okay, we're dealing with, come on, boy, Billy Bob. Come on, Billy Bob. I'm gonna get Mary Jane. We're dealing with those. They're inbreds. It is what it is. I'm not trying to make those guys. You're dealing with hillbillies and inbreds, bro. So these guys, brain function is not a real key thing. So these guys can very much be easily led. So for Twitter and Facebook, it was a business thing. It's not a moral thing. It was a business thing, because really, see, especially Mark Zuckerberg. You see, Jack, I think he's a business guy, but he tries to be ethical. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't give a crap about ethics. Mark Zuckerberg is all about that dollar. So Mark Zuckerberg is like, I want to protect my whole thing, But we're going to talk about it more Wednesday, because it's like, is censorship good or bad? Because sometimes censorship can stop a war, and all that. It can stop. Censorship can actually save lives. So that's how you do, man. More successful, Cartoon Network or the Disney Channel? The Disney Channel is trash. What the heck is on the Disney Channel? No one gives a damn about the freaking Disney Channel. It's all about Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network had everything. Flintstones, Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, what's it called? Even the thing in your freaking avatar, what's it called? Powerpuff Girls, Count Chicken. What's it called again? Johnny Bravo. It was popping off. Cartoon Network was popping off. I feel sorry for kids right now, because cartoons right now, they're not the same. And the funny thing is that most kids now are watching anime. So it's funny. See, when we were young, when I was young, anime hadn't really come to the West yet. It was really cartoons. But once cartoons became trash and crap, anime then took. Basically, do you know what's killed Western cartoons? Two things: Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. You see, for me, Dragon Ball Z was massive. Pokemon was a monster. Pokemon was a freaking monster because people would say, "Oh, which was bigger, Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z?" No, Dragon Ball Z was big. Pokemon is a worldwide phenomenon. Like when Pokemon came, it lubricated and colonized every other Western cartoon. Hence why for Western cartoons now you have that trash Pixar. I don't care when anyone says Pixar is trash. My thing is that I have issues with anime in terms of it's very pretentious. Sometimes there's too much talking, and sometimes they can also be a bit wild. But for me, anime at least tries to say something and it's far deeper. Pixar is garbage. It's freaking garbage because the West treats cartoons as very kiddish and all that kind of crap. You know, bro. Yeah, he's my guy, Tony B, man. Tony B, he's my guy, Tony B. Tony B, bro. Pokemon at its height was everywhere. Like every there is no Pokemon at its height. There was no child that did not play Pokemon. Impossible. Gotta catch 'em all. Every single person had Pokemon. See, for me, my Pokemon stint only lasted a very short time because I was more into like management games. So I was like playing Premier Manager, F Manager, and that stuff. But my God, when I was in school, everybody had Pokemon, and everybody was like trying to, trading Pokemon on the because remember this was Game Boy, so people had the Game Boy. You had like Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red. It was crazy, man. You see, first of all, please get it right. It's called the WWF. Please, is Jay get it right? It's called the WWF. We're gonna have to have a conversation about WWF. I may put that on the docket for the Wednesday show because again, as I told to people, when I was young, I wanted to be a wrestler. Like wrestling was the biggest thing for me. Remember, I am like of the Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Jake the Snake era, And when I look at because again, they did like a list and said like Sasha Banks is like the biggest is the top ranked wrestler right now. I ain't being sexist. I'm not being sexist, and I think it's great that women have been integrated. It's just not for me, It's not for me. And when I look at wrestling now, there are no characters, there are no personalities. There are no personalities to what the last. See, even John Cena wasn't peak rock. He wasn't Stone Cold. He wasn't Jake the Snake. He wasn't Macho Man. And I think what's made wrestling amazing is you have to have strong characters, strong personalities. Like my God, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and The Rock. Just how they create. Because remember when Stone Cold was the ringmaster. See, that's I don't know how you guys know. Because I remember when he was the ringmaster and then he won that King of the Ring tournament and then he then changed and became Stone Cold. Like, nah, man. It's like, because again, you had, I think, Degenerate, Generation that's, because I remember when we used to do, suck it. Nah. Like, you see, that's kind of just edge and vibe. But, you know what I say to people? WCW at its height was, that is where wrestling could have really gone to because WWF was going to WCW was trying to make wrestling mature, because they basically got all the guys from WWF and they just said, remember the ring was black and there was just a high edge and one of the most cutting edge groups was the NWO. And I was say anyway, are just too sweet. So nah. And I remember what's it called TLC, table, ladders, and chairs. Yeah, like no, it ain't the same, man. Because when you had Royal Rumbles, you had your Survivor Series. When WrestleMania was WrestleMania, remember the Iron Man match, Bret Hart against Shawn Michaels. Do you know how pissed off I was when Shawn Michaels beats Bret Hart? Because remember when they were fighting, then Bret Hart wins. He walks out of the ring with the belt, but they said, no, you have to come back. I was like, because when they told him to come back, I knew that, yeah, he's going to do the sweet chin music. So, no, look, man, it's just too much, man. Just too much. But yeah, no, like wrestling right now is not the same. But I'm hearing things about AEW. I'm hearing things about AEW. So I may try and give that a go. But wrestling at its height was the greatest thing. The wrestling at its height was the greatest piece of entertainment ever created. Easily. It was the greatest thing ever created. Greater than any football thing, greater than any movie thing. Wrestling at its height. So basically, for me, the peaks of wrestling was Macho Man Hulk Hogan, The Rock Stone Cold. That was the peak. But The Rock Stone Cold, man, that was crazy, man. All right, what else do you guys say, man? What are you guys saying, man? Terry. Wait, so who is Terry Silver? Who is Terry? I need to know who Terry Silver is. Who is Terry Silver? Because I'm not really too good with names. So Salah, tell me who Terry Silver is, man. Um, yeah, see, like guys like what's like Randy Orton. Nah. Some guys sending those cues, man. Sending those cues. Sending those cues, man. Sending those cues. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. Look. It's it is still amazing. No, WWF is still amazing. Like what they did, it's gonna be impossible for it to be replicated. And I think there's only so far you can go. And you know what? Wrestling reflects the society because remember the Attitude Era came at the time of the late 90s because in the late 90s you were getting really edgy films, edgy things, and just society was a lot edgier. Hence why I say no, it's not time to really make this thing much more adult. And that's how you saw, see, when you saw the Attitude Era, that's when you now saw WCW explode with what's it called, Sting and all those dudes, man. So um oh yes, Salah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh no. Look, they're gonna do all that stuff, man. Terry Silver, yeah, just have not watched Karate Kid in ages. No, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. Um, so come on, guys, send in more cues, man. Send in more cues, man. What are you guys saying? Send in more cues. Send in more cues, man. Yeah, no, look, man, this wrestling thing just it's way too nostalgic, man. It's way too nostalgic, man. But oh shit. Um, Personally, how African Americans view Africa. Oh man, it's really complex, man. It's really complex. I think so. Imagine if you're descendants of slaves, you're born into a country where there's a ceiling of guys of your skin tone. White people are obviously at the top and so forth, and that is ingrained into you as a child. And you're shown the only images of Africa that you're shown are mud huts and starving kids with flies on their face. You will think, hence why what's it going to say, oh, booty scratchers and so forth. So I think it's not the fault of African Americans. I just think it's the fault of them being brainwashed and the results of slavery and just programming to really just fuck them up, you know. And I would say what I always say to African Americans is America ain't your country, bro. America, it will never be a country, and you will never be truly American. You can try and think you are, you can try and believe you are. You're never truly American. So any African American that's like, yeah, man, I'm American. You want to fight and die for America? I'm like, nah, come on, bro. you know, like the powerful whites are just there to use you, man. And I think that because Nigeria, what's it called? In Nigeria, one of the most famous accents that people use is an American accent. Like Nigerians are obsessed with America. Like even a shirt that people love to wear in Nigeria. I remember when I was growing up was like it's like the American flag. I remember one of these guys that worked for us when I was living in Nigeria. He had like an American flag as his t-shirt. So I can only speak for Nigerians. Nigerians are obsessed with America. Absolutely obsessed with American culture. You know, and basically for African Americans, I just think like it's the key thing is identity. You know, because I was watching an interview with Ryan Coogler, the guy who directed Black Panther and so forth, and he was saying that when he went to, because he wanted to do research for Black Panther, so he went to Africa and so forth. So that when he actually went to Africa and he just was living in communities. Yeah, he went to South Africa. I was like, my gosh, wow. The way, the sense of family, how people operate, how people get together, it is so similar to how we do it in our culture as well. So for him, it was like, oh shit, wow, man. Like, there really is not that much of a difference between African Americans and Africans, man. There's the similarities definitely there. Um, ooh, well, I just bought some. Favorite chocolates in the world, M&M's, peanut M&M's. So they are in the, so not the ones in the brown packet, the ones in the yellow packet. My favorite chocolates of all time, you know. And what I do is that I put them in the fridge, get them to be a bit cold, then bring them out, and then I just allow them to settle for a bit. So it's not, you still have that hard crunch, but it's not so hard. But yeah, ooh, M&M's, oh my god, M&M's, bro, it's absolutely amazing. I love those M&M's, man. Um, have you seen that Malcolm and Mary trailer? John David is still trash. Do you think he's getting the wrong roles or he just brick trash? Oh man, you see, here's my thing about John David. I will always support him because he's Denzel's son. So it's a cheat code. Same thing because I follow Arnold Schwarzenegger's son on Instagram. He's called Projo. Like his name is Joseph Boehner, but he's Joseph Schwarzenegger. And I don't care how good he is as an actor. You are the son of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I will support you. You're the son of Denzel Washington. I will support you. But put it this way, he's not the greatest actor technically. No, technically he's not a great actor, but he has talent. He just needs to be given the right roles. I think he would work well in comedies and action films. Dramatic. See, when you're doing dramatic films, specifically films like that, oh, you need to be you need to be at your game. Acting wise, especially if it's just two people, you need to be at your game. And I just think that he needs to. I think what would work for him is where he's allowed his personality can ooze through. So comedies and action films, but for dramatic films, and it's hard, man. You are the son of one of the greatest actors of all time. That's tough. It was the same thing that Michael Douglas had to deal with Kirk Douglas. Same thing that Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez had to do with Martin Sheen. The only son who I think is almost on par with their father is Kiefer Sutherland. Because, bro, Donald Sutherland was a big dog. Because we may even do this, go watch JFK. Donald Sutherland in JFK is insane. Anybody who's seen JFK will know Donald Sutherland in JFK is insane. But Kiefer Sutherland is an amazing actor. Phone Booth, Lost Boys, Dark City, I think it's A View to a Kill, and of course 2024. So Kiefer Sutherland is money as well. So I think that is the only son of a great actor who I can say is almost on par. But most like Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez can't say what's up to Martin Sheen. You know what? Michael Douglas can't say what's up to Kirk Douglas. I think Michael Douglas can say what's up to Michael Douglas, man. So. Oh wow, yeah. You saw it, yeah. Because I'm gonna look, James, I told you, join the film club. Join the film club, man. Become a member and join the film club because I want to create the movie club. So if you become a member, we have our own special Discord, and we're just gonna do film merchants. So if you're a film movie merchant, man, become a member and join the film club, and then we'll just watch films, man. We'll just watch films because trust me, I need to do because there's another film that I need to watch again, Midnight Cowboy, with because I think it's won the Oscar in 1969. That's Dustin Hoffman and John Voight. Quality movie, movie, absolutely quality movie, freaking amazing, man. Yes, Sam, don't spoil anything for me. I'm behind on my Attack on Titan. I need to watch it. I'm 2 episodes behind. I need to watch it, man. Oh, it's a big one. What's the most important thing you have learned so far in your life? Not to trust people. As dark as that sounds, yeah. Like for me, is don't put too much value into people because people will consistently let you down. So don't put that much value. Don't put that much value in people, and be very careful about who you trust. I think that's been the most important thing in life, is that, and either that or always be prepared. Always be prepared. Prepare yourself for the worst. Always be prepared. It doesn't mean that you're pessimistic. Just be prepared. The worst thing is that, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, things are so good. Then you get fucked over. Oh my God, I didn't think I was going to get fucked over. But you got fucked over, you were not prepared for it, and now you're screwed. You can still be happy, but you're prepared. So if life tries to fuck you over, it's bad, but I'm prepared. So I'm ready to bounce back. So that's also is being prepared for whatever life throws at you has always been very key, man. And this top 3 WWE storylines and top 3 characters. Oof. Vince McMahon and Vince McMahon and Stone Cold for sure. Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior, and you've got to say Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Top 3 characters: The Rock, Stone Cold, Macho Man. Characters, no. The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker. The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Those are top 3 for sure. Top 3 for sure. No, I haven't seen Inherent Vice though, because I was about to watch it, but also I'm not a big fan of Paul Thomas Anderson. So once I heard the reviews, I was like, all right, chill. I'm still gonna watch it, but I was like, let me chill on that, man. Let me chill on that. Yeah, no. Yes, it's I remember. We do it every Wednesday, man. Every Wednesday we pop bottles. The open hangouts is every Wednesday. So, we're going to talk censorship on Wednesday. So it's every Wednesday we drop every Wednesday. So the difference is, who's greater, Iron Man or Captain America? If let's just keep films. Oh no, it's Captain America. Iron Man was made relevant by Downey Jr. and the MCU. But before that, nobody was checking for Iron Man. Captain America was still a big dog. And then he got taken to the next level by Chris Evans. For me, I always preferred Captain America over Iron Man. I just think that, like I said again, one of my favorite films of all time is Captain America: First Avenger. I love that movie. So I was always like an Iron Man dude over. I was always a Captain America dude over an Iron Man dude, personally speaking. So. Opinion on those COVID denial? No, I think we talked about this thing earlier on. Is that it is really scary. There are still people that think that COVID is a hoax. There are still people that think that it's a flu. There are still people that fuck people with respiratory diseases or people that are older. I want to live my life, and I'm just going to go out and live my life normally. I don't want to be kept in here because COVID is a hoax. So the government and the NHS are making up a lie that they're over capacity. One guy say, "Oh, I know a doctor, and this doctor said that that is not even busy." Okay, that's one hospital. Okay, maybe the one hospital in a particular area that's not very hit might not be like that, but the amount of people that still think that this is a hoax and are like, "Oh no, it's like a government conspiracy," is frightening. It's freaking frightening. No, everyone watched Dragon Ball Z. I said again, my introduction to Dragon Ball Z was the Japanese version, and the Japanese version was where they fought for ages, and then I then watched the English dub. But my favorite characters are Frieza and Vegeta. I never liked Goku. Piccolo is cool. Piccolo is cool, but my favorite characters were Frieza and Vegeta. See, because I watched it up until the end of the Frieza saga, but I didn't watch the saga after that. Because I think for some reason it stopped and everything. But I watched up until the Frieza saga. So, Tony Beaver, Frieza is hilarious, man. And Vegeta, Kakarot. Do you think we'll get more comic book films like Joker and Logan, or we'll get more Generic kind of formulaic MCU comic book films in the future. See, Mike, I hope that we get more like Joker and Logan. And this is what I've always said to those fucking morons in DC is you can't do what Marvel do. Marvel can't do what you do. Marvel is MCU, comic book movies, WandaVision, all that stuff. What you do is make films. If I was head of DC, what I would do is I don't give a crap about the DCEU or any of this trash. I'll call up Nicholas Winding Refn. I'll call up Aronofsky. I'll call up Ridley Scott. I'll call up Tarantino. I'll call up Ryan Coogler. I'll call up Spike Lee. I'll call up Wes Anderson and say, you guys, you're auteurs. 20, 30, 40 mil. Make me a standalone Batman, standalone Superman, standalone Wonder Woman, standalone Green Lantern, standalone this and that. It doesn't have to be part of anything. Just make like you can make several Batman stories that are just contain stories but that has a beginning, middle, and an end. Because if the film is good, people will watch. People are like, oh, is this connected to this or connected to that? No. Is this a film? Is it good? I'll watch. It's so easy, man. All right. Well, I am currently reading the Naruto manga right now. Well, I've read these two as you can see, and I'm right now on 10, 11, 12. I'm right now. I'm on volumes 10, 11, 12. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Far better. I've been so fucking busy, but a lot better than watching the anime. I think manga is actually like a lot better because I like reading comics. Because for me I like looking at artwork and so on. Because I have what's this even here? Look at all my graphic novels, man. Show you my graphic novels. These are just a few. So you got 100 bullets, quality. What's this? Yeah, The Dark Knight Returns. Blame Frank Miller for all that trash that he did making thingy. This is really good. The Matrix comics, both of them, both volumes. One of the best graphic novels I've ever read. Absolutely superb. I'm sure Infinity you know. Arkham Asylum. Absolutely amazing graphic novel. And quality one as well. Batman Year One. Quality. So I think I also have Long Halloween as well. And I wanted to also buy The Death of Superman. The Death of Superman. Just come on, send in those cues, man. Send in those cues. Yeah, I think I told you. Yeah, I'm in. I'm on. I think I'm on volume 11. I'm on volume 11 now. So around volume 11, volume 12 on the Naruto thing now. So yeah, no. I don't watch horror movies, man. I do not watch horror movies. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Collective. Whimsical. Okay, whimsical thoughts. Well, what's it about? It's better not be anything horror. I told you I don't do horror, man. I don't do horror. Bro, I have been thinking of trying to get the books. Because I was so pissed off with that bullcrap of Game of Bricks that I was like, you know what? I'm thinking of trying to get that A Song of Ice and Fire and so forth. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I think it's one of those things. So basically, I watched when I was really young. I saw. Basically, it's a combination of two things. One thing is I watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was really young, and that had like a very bad effect on me. And also, I come from a very religious family. So because I come from a very religious family, horror affects you differently. Like if you're not religious or superstitious, then you're like whatever. But because we were brought up in a very religious family, and like our parents, specifically our mom, was very, very religious, horror films have a much more profound effect on you, as opposed to if you're not religious. It's like that's why I found it so difficult watching The Exorcist. You know, The Exorcist was it's very hard to watch when you've been brought up Catholic and Christian, you know. So it's wild. How is Will Smith taken as a serious actor is beyond me. Yeah, look, I think what people have come to realize is he wasn't that good. Like, Will Smith is not a very good actor. Will Smith is a movie star. You see, Will Smith's best performances are Men in Black, and it's really Men in Black. No, Men in Black is because like Independence Day he was okay. Like Independence Day was much more of an event. Men in Black was his film. Like that is just perfect casting was what he did in Men in Black. He wasn't very good in Ali, and I will prove to you there's a film coming out this Friday on Amazon. You know, James, maybe if there's a film coming out this Friday on Amazon called One Night in Miami. So it's like what's it called? So it's Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Jim Brown, and other people all together in one room during one night. When you see, because I've already seen clips, when you see what this kid does with his regards to his performance for Muhammad Ali, you will look at Will Smith as like a class B brick actor. You know, because Ali wasn't a good film and that was not a great performance. He didn't deserve to be nominated for an Oscar. Like Will Smith is not a very good actor. He's not. You know, he's a movie star. Tom Cruise, on the other hand, is a movie star who's also an amazing actor as well. That's why Tom Cruise is a one of one. Why do you think Spider-Man is the GOAT? Oh, sorry, HH. Who do you think is the Spider-Man GOAT? See, GOAT is a strong word. I don't think there is a GOAT. See, this is what I've always said. Tobey Maguire was just trash all the way. Andrew Garfield was the best actor. Still the best actor. But I think the person who had everything in balance, because Andrew Garfield, best actor, trash films. Tobey Maguire, just trash all the way through. Tom Holland, pretty good actor, much better films. So overall, Tom Holland, I just think he is the best Spider-Man. It's tough, man, because at one hand, I think it might be Andrew Garfield as well. So it's between Garfield and Tom Holland, man. Bro, I didn't even bother watching Birds of Prey. See, Birds of Prey was a passion project for, what's the name of that blonde chick? Whatever her name is. It was a passion project for her. You know, because she's like really big in DC. She just runs around amok. So basically, it's became a chick flick. It became a chick flick. So even as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, no man, this is just nonsense, man. How old were you when you first saw your first movie in a theater? And what movie was your first ever watched that you can remember? I was 11 years old, and the film was A Beautiful Mind. I just watched A Beautiful Mind recently, man. Russell Crowe deserved to win the Oscar. Not a very good film. Like A Beautiful Mind, very cheesy film, not very good, but a superb performance by Russell Crowe. I actually went to the cinema quite late, and I remember I think the first one was with my brother, and we watched Lost in Space. So that is with Joey from Friends, and William Hurt and Gary Oldman. It was Lost in Space. Very average film. And was your first ever that you watched that you can remember? You know, it might be Batman. It might be Batman. Like, because really, like, one of my earliest memories is watching because in Nigeria, like, we basically got it like via like kind of like side means on VHS. So we had like a very kind of like not clear VHS of it, so it was really 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 dark. But I think the very first film I remember watching is probably Batman, the original Batman film, and that's why that film is so special for me. Like, it is the film I've watched more than any other film. Like, I must have watched Batman like hundreds of times because I'll just watch it again and again and again and again and again and again. So I've seen the film like about 100 times, man. So it might be Batman, you know. Um, Do you think Spike Lee is a good filmmaker? Spike Lee is an excellent filmmaker. He's an absolutely amazing, amazing filmmaker. And I think when you watch, just watch Do the Right Thing. That is just superb filmmaking in terms of framing, in terms of style, pacing, energy, verve, how character interaction, his use of color, how he brings out performances of people. Because I think one of the difficult things when you do directing is making an ensemble work, and he's really good at that. He's really good at just getting a very real, authentic feel of an ensemble, making it very real. So yeah, and also just giving it like a nice kick. There's always like a nice kind of energy to the kind of things that he brings. So yeah, man. You see, I watched about 6, 7 episodes of Narcos Colombia. I need to finish it. Narcos Mexico, man. Gallardo, man. Gallardo is my dude, man. See now, I love that series, man. Narcos Mexico. Woo wee! Too good. Way too good. Way too good. So he said Fury is not best. See, Roger Deakins is the cheesy answer. Roger Deakins is the cheesy answer. But I think Emmanuel Libatique is very good. That's the guy that Aronofsky uses a lot. So Libatique is very good, man. He's very good. Kubrick. See, if we're talking objectively, Kubrick might be the greatest cinematographer of all time. Another good cinematographer is Terrence Malick. See, Terrence Malick is a garbage filmmaker, horrible filmmaker, but he's an amazing cinematographer. But who I would say is probably my favorite. I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, man, but Roger Deakins is ridiculous, man. Like Roger Deakins is fucking ridiculous, man. H. Batman is the greatest hero ever. Do you agree? Nope. He's not a hero. He's an anti-hero and he's just a dude, man. You know, he's just a dude. Like for me, like hero, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. Batman is just what makes Batman amazing is that he's relatable. He's just a dude who wears an outfit. He's not a hero in the classic sense. You know, I wouldn't put him as a hero in the other sense as other dudes. No way. So when what do you mean by really? What was popping? How highly do you rank the Lord of the Rings trilogy? See, here's the thing about the Lord of the Rings trilogy, man. Also, Red Devil, we need to talk about Spider-Man 3. Well, whenever you're about, we might have to have a conversation about Spider-Man 3 because I have no idea what the heck is happening. The greatest cinematic experience of all time. Let's start there. As far as the cinematic experience, nothing is topping that. Like, watching Fellowship of the Ring in the cinema, seeing Sauron, Sauron is my boy. Seeing Sauron for the first time in the cinema is one of the greatest experiences of my life. That was just a mind-blowing experience. It is the most epic sets of films that we've ever seen. In terms of just epic. Lord of the Rings. As far as quality of films, I told you, Return of the King isn't a great film. Fellowship is a quality film. 2000 is pretty good. Fellowship for me was always the best. Fellowship is an amazing film. I was never a fan of Return of the King. Return of the King was just big and everything, but Return of the King didn't have the kind of story that Fellowship had. And also, so Aragorn, you get that freaking sword, you get that freaking armor, and you don't fight Sauron. You have to have a final boss battle. So Sauron lubricated and test tubed everybody in beginning of Fellowship of the Ring. And here I was waiting for 9 hours for Sauron to return and throw down, and they don't even fight him. Nah, man. You have to fight the freaking dude, man. How long do you have, Red Devil? How long do you have? How long do you have? How long do you have? Red Devil. Michael Bay raped my childhood. He did. Michael Bay raped my childhood. Um, Transformers is my childhood. Optimus Prime, I had a toy of it wasn't Starscream, it was, I think, was it Soundwave? Basically, the other, I think it was Sign Wonder, but one of the planes, I had the toy of him. Those films are among some of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. And the fact that they bastardized that thing was in general, you see, the movies that are trash. Whoever thought of Transformers is a genius. Cars that turn into robots, it is a fucking genius concept. And the story of Autobots and Decepticons is amazing because it's an amazing moral. The Decepticons are stronger than the Autobots. The Autobots are weaker, but what makes the Autobots win is that they work as a team. The Decepticons, they don't know how to work as a team. If Decepticons could work as a team, they would easily menstruate the Autobots. But because Starscream spends his time trying to usurp Megatron's leadership and tries to be the leader, and Starscream is just trying to pretty much create his own leadership and everything, they always fuck up. But Optimus Prime is like the consummate leader, and because he keeps everyone like as a family, the Autobots always say what's up, even if they're weaker. It's an amazing story concept that was screwed over by that bitch ass Michael Bay. All right, what else do you guys say, man? Oh no, the cartoons better. Like G1, the G1 cartoons, the cartoons were way better, man. Um, Mike, man, coming in hot. What genre do you think will overtake the superhero genre? It's everything rests on Dune because my belief is sci-fi that if Dune succeeds, you may see like auteur filmmakers being given like big budgets to make like big budget sci-fi tentpole films. But I think because really sci-fi has always been like okay, like it's a bit it's there and everything, but it's never really been like your tentpole thing. But I think sci-fi might be the next. Specifically now with all this whole coronavirus virus stuff and everything, I think sci-fi might be the next thing because for me, the superhero genre needs to just stop. It needs to freaking stop. And also your guy in your avatar, they did him dirty in freaking X-Men. I can be before they finish superhero genre, man. Please do Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Justice, man. Because what Brand Singer did to those guys is sacrilege. I think that thing was freaking trash. All right, let me see, because I think I have an appointment in about 15 minutes, guys. I might have to get very soon. Oh my God, Sunday hangout, guys. Sunday hangout. Let me see. Ooh, jeez, god damn. All right, let's see. Aha, here we go. Oh shit. I just okay, cool. He sent me the thingy. All right. I might need to be off soon, man. I did that. I actually did like a power battle between those, and I can't remember who I even put as was winning, man. Um, Wait, guys, hold on. I didn't. 1 second. I need to just listen to this man. All right. Um. So guys, I've got about 15 minutes, man. 15 minutes, man. Get your best questions in, man. 15 minutes and your boys out of here, man. 15 minutes and your guys out of here, man. 15 minutes. So give me those your burning questions for your boy HH. 15 minutes, man. 15 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes before I need to jump off. 15 minutes, guys. Well, okay. I thought Goku destroys Superman. And here's here. So I actually want to, what I want to do, I actually want to do like character battles, but as a discussion. I want to do that. You know that? No, Red Devil. We could be onto something like a series of superhero battles, and we have like a discussion. Goku destroys Superman because Goku is a fighter. Superman is strong. Superman is not a fighter. Goku is a fighter, and if Goku goes Ultra Instinct, it's over. Now the key thing here is the stipulation is no. Now, how about you say this? Goku can't go Ultra Instinct. He can only go Super Saiyan, and no kryptonite can be used. Now, if we do that, I would still say that Goku Super Saiyan will still lubricate Superman because he's a fighter. He's much more of he's a better fighter than Superman. Is not a good fighter. He's just strong, you know. But Goku is like once Goku gets one of those fireballs, it's over. What's Superman going to freaking do? And One Punch Man versus Goku. Well, if One Punch Man gets his punch, I think he wins. That's why it's called One Punch Man. So all One Punch Man is see my thing. No, that's going to be tough because remember One Punch Man is undefeated. he's never lost. So yeah, for me, I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Will Tyson Fury lubricate AJ? He won't lubricate him. He'll beat him, and I think he beats him on points. I don't. AJ can't beat Tyson Fury. I think for me, I don't think any heavyweight can beat Tyson Fury. You know, he is the best heavyweight in the world right now. Standardismo. He's the best heavyweight in the world right now. Or One Piece. Yeah, I told you I'm getting into the manga, man. Let me first finish the Naruto manga. What other sports do you enjoy other than football? I love NBA, athletics. Well, mainly track. So 100 meters, 200 marathon. I like table tennis. So table tennis, tennis, basketball, track. With regard to athletics, pool. I like snooker. Yeah, no, look, boxing, of course, boxing. So yeah, I'm really into sports, man. I'm really into sports. Best Bond film. Best Bond film. The best made Bond film is Skyfall. The best James Bond film is Goldfinger. If you get what I mean. In terms of just all of the James Bond idiosyncrasies and James Bondness, it's Goldfinger. But just in terms of just as a film, objectively, it's Skyfall. You know, Skyfall is just the best made film in the whole series. Like, I mean, your boy, what's his name? Sam Mendes said what's up. like Sam Mendes said what's up in that film, man. He said he said what's up. Well, yeah, I've always been a Magic dude because when I was young and they used to show basketball, like I think my first favorite player was Penny Hardaway. So Penny Hardaway was my favorite player, and he played for the Magic. So I was like, boom, Magic is my team because of Penny Hardaway. So, guys, what else? What else you guys say, man? What else you guys say, man? Hit me, man. Hit me. Thoughts on Tenet? Not a fan. Not a fan. Convoluted. confusing, didn't understand what was going on. And yet again, very good concept, very interesting concept, and there were some very interesting things in the film. But as a film as a whole, it didn't work for me. It was just far too confusing. Didn't really make sense at all. And I was just like, what is this, man? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. So I was like, nah. And it ain't gonna work for your boy. It ain't gonna work for your boy. Thoughts on Tom Hardy and the film Bronson? How cold was that? Oh, I say Tom Hardy is a damn good actor, man. Because I think Bronson, I think that's Nicholas Winding Refn, I think. And I think Bronson was where guys showed, oh my gosh, this guy is a pretty dynamic actor. Because before then he was doing a few roles here and there. I think he was in a Guy Ritchie movie here and there. But I think on that, you really saw Tom Hardy really show guys that, this is what I can do. And he's one of the best actors out right now, which is why I still don't think he should have been Bane. Bane is Vin Diesel. That's Bane. Like Vin Diesel is Bane. That is the only guy you cast for Bane. Because Bane has to be tall. He has to be tall. And Vin Diesel is Bane. But he did a pretty good job. But for me, the biggest disappointment was was it Mad Max Fury Road? That was his film. To this day, I haven't been able to watch Mad Max Fury Road because it just pains me so much. Because those first 10 minutes of Mad Max Fury Road was orgasmic. I was like, oh my God. Because one of my favorite films of all time, one of the most iconic films is Mad Max Road Warrior, which is the sequel. That is one of the most, that film is one of the most iconic films. If you see anything post-apocalyptic and everything, it's because of Mad Max Road Warrior, which is an amazing film, and it's the best in the series. It's better than Fury Road. But for me, it's like Fury Road. I was like, it then became like a Furiosa movie, and Tom Hardy was like a side chick. How are you it's called Mad Max, and you're a side chick in your own movie? I was like, get the heck out of here, man. Get the heck out of here. Best female actress, it's between Meryl Streep and Viola Davis. Between them both. Most people would say overall, Meryl Streep's repertoire is insane. But I think that Viola Davis is a close second. So Meryl Streep, then Viola Davis. I think those are the front two. Emma Stone is I think Emma Stone is a young actress coming up, trying to say what's up. She's pretty good. Naomi Harris, pretty good. Tiana Paris is pretty good. Kate Blanchett, she's quality. Kate Blanchett is an excellent actress. Kate Blanchett, quality. Gillian Anderson, she's another very good one as well. Gillian Anderson. So yeah, they're pretty good ones out there, man. Bro, I was born in the 80s, man. How do you ask me that? How do you ask me that? I've watched everything. RoboCop, Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, Commando, Total Recall, Raw Deal, Terminator, what's it called? American Ninja. I've watched them all. I've watched them all. What's it called? Cobra. Watch them all. Let's see what I say. Will PES overtake FIFA if both games had full rights? Yes, it would. Very easily. Because PES is the better game. The only thing that holds PES back are the rights. And the reason why people buy FIFA is because it has the rights and it's more official. And guys can't be bothered to download the option files. But 100%, Pro Evolution, it's the better game. Anybody who understands football, that appreciates football will know that, a PES is the better game. The only reason why FIFA is ahead is because FIFA had licenses. And if I'm EA, I am never giving up those licenses, because once you give up those licenses, you are done and you are finished. You are finished. I think even people now are like, man, fuck this, man. This FIFA is trash. Because it is trash. It is trash. It ain't great, man. Thoughts on Charlie Cox in Daredevil? It was the best of the Netflix series. I mean, what was that one with that dude? The two other ones I wasn't a fan of, but that Daredevil series was very good. And see, Charlie Cox was known more for like romantic films, so he was sort of like a lover boy, lover boy. So when he actually was cast, I was like, wow, but he did a very good job. He did a really good job, So yeah, and see, that's just where you just show really good casting, like inspired casting, because not many people would think of him to be that character, Matt Murdock. But when you just see what he did, oh my gosh, he was quality. Nobody knows my age, man. No one knows my age. Okay. Um. Now this I do agree though. I think his Matt Murdock was better than his Dead. I think his Daredevil never sat well with me, but it was still good. It was still good. I'll get because it could have been worse. His Daredevil was still decent. See, I would never have picked him. I mean, if I'm doing Daredevil, you see, I would have, yes. I've forgotten his name. The guy who stars in Peaky Blinders, who was Scarecrow in Batman Begins. A bit crazy, but I would maybe tell him to bulk up a little, just to bulk up a little. I think it'd make a very interesting Daredevil. I think it'd make it a very interesting Daredevil. You know, yeah, I think he would. I think he would, man. Cillian Murphy, that's the one. Cillian Murphy, yeah, that's the guy I'd go with. Cillian Murphy. Best Disney film, as I've always said, this is Basil the Great Master Detective, followed by Robin Hood. Those are the ones I would do, man. Yeah, man. What's it called? I was saying to when we were doing like the anime comic book stream, man. I was saying to Homeboy that Akira is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Like because I've got it on Blu-ray and DVD, and I want to watch that again. But yeah, it is literally one of the most incredible movies I've ever seen. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. Because me and I don't think he's even in here anymore. Me and Infinity, we want to do a Ninja Scroll watch, but I want to do like an Akira watch. So I think I want to set up like an Akira watch, because Akira is fucking amazing. Like it's one of those things where like I don't understand what the film's about. I don't understand what's going on, but visually, it is fucking crazy. It is absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Yes, and I think we can end on the. Actually, no, maybe we'll do one more. It is 4, 5, and 6. That is the greatest. No, it's not the best Star Wars trilogy. 4, 5, and 6 is the best movie trilogy of all time, hands down, hands down. It is the best beginning, middle, end movie trilogy of all time. Now, if Back to the Future 3 said what's up, then it would have been Back to the Future 3. But based on that, it's that dude, man. Are you a fan of Tom Cruise's films? Yes. My favorite Tom Cruise film is Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, but I love Edge of Tomorrow. Interview with the Vampire, Collateral, War of the Worlds. Those are my favorite ones. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. Massive Tom Cruise fan. I think that guy is supremely talented. Guys, I've got to go. I've got an appointment to go with, man. So, guys, man, remember, guys, Wednesday, man, open hangout. Open hangouts on Wednesday. It might be a little late, but it's all cool, man. So, open hangouts on Wednesday. Come one, come all. We're gonna chill out. We're gonna say what's up. We're gonna do our thing. But yeah, I will try and do this every Sunday. So every Sunday, I'll try and have this kind of like open Q&A hangouts. But Wednesday is an open hangout that is open for everybody. It's open for everybody to join, come in and say what's up. So obviously, if you want to be a member of this channel, gain some exclusive videos and insights from HH, some of that science and content crack, as well as maybe being part of the movie club as well. You can become a member on this half of sorts. But of course, I will see you on that football hustle later tonight. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new. Peace out. Stay true. Stay real. One.